Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another conversation. We'll be talking about the energies that we have in the last week of November and the beginning of December. I'm recording this a little bit later than usual. It's been pretty busy, so I finally managed to find a moment, sit down, ground myself, and share some exciting messages with you. As usual, I have pre-shuffled the cards, laid them on the table. I find it more sufficient. Being a Virgo, I like to have things ready before I start having this conversation and recording. The reason why we are here today, and today is the 27th of November, is the next important lunation that is happening this Sunday, the 1st of December. So we are starting the month of December. We are ending the autumn season, getting ready for winter, getting ready for 12/12 portal, the winter solstice, Yulitude or Christmas or whatever you celebrate. There is loads happening, but let's talk about the new moon energy. So we have the sun in the sign of Sagittarius, fiery, expressive, wise, intelligent, playful. There are some amazing threads of the Sagittarius energy. And the new moon will be happening in the same sign. So we'll have the moon in sun in Sagittarius as well. With the new moon energies, we are talking about planting the new seeds, having new intentions, focusing on what we would like to see more of in our life, and bringing into the next lunar cycle. The full moon that will be happening on the 15th of December will be in the sign of Gemini, which is more of that intellectual sign, more of that air element, but we'll be talking about that in another video. So I'm not surprised to see quite a lot of wand energy on the table, and I'll probably start the conversation from that one. Let's get a little bit of Palo Santo or sandalwood cleansing here before we start the conversation. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope the month of November was good for you and you're getting ready for festive season and wrapping up the year of 2024. It's almost unbelievable how quickly that came, right? So talking about the Sagittarius energy, talking about the fire, the wisdom, the knowledge. Sagittarius is called the sign of like the philosopher, the teacher, the traveler. It would be interesting to see where you have the Sagittarius placement in your birth chart. I have my moon in Sagittarius, and it makes so much sense because like that hidden energy or suppressed energy or subconscious, it's what is shown here, and I can strongly relate to that. My Virgo sun is the one that stops me from action until it's perfect, and Sagittarius is all about the adventure. So I definitely have that adventurous side. So I'm just sharing this with you as a little example and to see how that works for you as well. So talking about, pardon, the wand energy, we have 4 cards that are in this element. So we are having the 3 of Wands, which is very much about taking a moment to analyze where you have already invested yourself, where you have already focused your energy into, and allowing things to come your way in a way as well. The next card that comes after the 3 of Wands is the 4 of Wands. This is the beautiful card of stability, grounding, structure, celebration. We are getting closer to that festive moment. It's not the same for everyone, obviously. That festive season can be very challenging for some as well. But it's like, how can I make that home within and that home without that feels healthy, that feels nurturing, that feels abundant? And we don't need much for that, right? So we have the theme of focusing on things that bring you joy, that bring you pleasure, and surrounding yourself with people that you can share that with. The Queen of Rods or the Queen of Wands is the Queen of passion, action, and creation. All those Wands energy very much represent the Sagittarius vibe. Very much about expression, creation, action, and how you see things coming your way. Very much like she's very much in tune with her energies, that she knows how others relate to that and how she can attract and so on and so on. Whenever I have, so the next card in the element of Wands is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is that masculine energy that is probably the strongest one. Obviously, it is when we talk about the court cards, but whenever I have the Queen and the King in the same element, in one spread, in one reading, this is beautiful confirmation of the strong feminine and strong masculine energy in that particular sign, in this case, the Wand. So strong Sagittarius vibes, knowing how to use both your intuition, your action, your wisdom, your knowledge, either having the right energies around you and the healthy balance when we talk about those, or having it within you. It seems very healthy. It seems very supportive. It seems very... it's almost like you know how to work with it, and you know how to take the best out of where do you show up, where do you invest your time, your energy, and so on, because this is what the Wands are all about. There are two tens on the table. We have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Very different energies, these two. Ten of Swords, closure of a chapter in a way of thinking, releasing any thoughts that are not part of your energy any longer, and allowing space for fresh and new to come in. The closures are usually themes of the full moons, but having the new moon, you can really reflect on what is it that is not aligned with who I am now and the way I want to show up and the way I want to present myself and so on. And by doing so, we are allowing those 10 cups to show up. 10 of Cups is one of the most positive cards, definitely from the minor arcana, but in a whole tarot deck. And it talks about the ultimate happiness. It talks about having it all when it comes to how we feel and how we share. You know, when you're excited about the work you do, when you're excited about people you meet, when you're excited about places you go to, and you know that your cup will be refilled, right? Not empty. Sometimes we drain ourselves by investing our time and energy into wrong places or what doesn't align with us. So here is that realization of what you're done with, and here's that moment when you're like, this is exactly what I was creating. And bringing in more of that. On the top of the reading, we have the Four of Pentacles, the card that talks about stability, structure, grounding, and security in a way. Feeling abundant, feeling stable, but also finding the balance in allowing yourself to go with the flow. You know, we have those two fours. It seems like with this new moon energy, we have that theme of home, right? Feeling safe and secure, celebrating. And even that 12 portal I was talking about, it's very much about what do I create. If we are holding on too tightly to the outcomes, we might be missing the opportunities. So the advice of the Four of Pentacles card would be to find a balance between controlling and holding on, and allowing, or following the flow, being in the flow. The only major arcana we have on the table today is the moon. It's a beautiful illustration in this particular tarot deck. It's sort of like, it's quite romantic, if you can see it here. So again, we have the theme of like healthy connections. Subconscious, hidden messages, dreams, visions, understanding that things are happening behind the scene, that we can't see everything with the naked eye, but it's like tuning into that gut feeling and intuition and listening to the inner voice, listening to the moon. The last card we have is the Change. This is from Osho's tarot deck. A beautiful illustration. I don't know if you can see, there are all these different zodiac signs around this wheel, and the Sagittarius one is here on the top, if you can notice that. The Change card is about organic shift and change that is happening with the lunar cycles, with yearly cycles, finishing the autumn season, getting into the winter, and really keeping your center. If you think about the tarot card that is corresponding to the Change card, we are talking about the wheel of fortune or the wheel of the year. Beautiful energies. I love to see this card coming up in the reading. Take a moment to write down a couple of things you would like to release with this new moon, and things that you would like to bring in, especially focusing on what would you like to manifest in the coming cycle and how you want to, see yourself, express yourself, use that creative energy that we were talking about. So I'm wishing you all happy new moon. I'm just thinking if I haven't missed anything, we are in a Mercury retrograde phase as well. So take a moment to follow your passions, but also taking it from the place of being in your center rather than rushing into situations. Retrograde planet, especially Mercury retrograde, is all about rethinking, redoing, reanalyzing before acting. So allowing yourself time to pause before taking the next step or going into the action. So I will be talking to you in a few weeks' time when we will be discussing the energy of the next full moon and getting closer to the festive season. Sending love to all, best wishes, and speak very soon. Bye for now.